Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another Pick a Card reading over here at Scatterlovetarot with your girl. I do want to take a quick second to thank anyone and everyone that continues to support this channel, to be part of this incredible tribe. I'm so honored to be here with you all. As of current, we are at 2.8K and rising. I'm just so floored to be a part of this amazing journey with you all. So thank you so much. And if you're new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we are all here having this human experience, and that this is a safe space for you to come as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Remember that these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing down below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all the links necessary to do so below in the description box, where you can email me for a personal reading. I'll get you out further information from there. You can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. And I do hope to see you over there. Also, if you are interested in becoming a member, the join button is down below next to where the subscribe button is or used to be. When you click on that, it'll show you the 3 levels that I have available, as well as the options that come with each level. They're looking at customized emojis, personalized badges, membership shoutouts, membership-only community polls, and posts. You'll get to decide future pick-a-cards for the channel. There are 2 options that come with early access to pick-a-card readings, and one of them which does have membership-only readings. So I do hope that you find something that fits your needs, and if not there, thank you for continuing to support me here. Today we are going to be using the Spiral Oracle deck. I was going to use my Talisman Oracle, but they want me to use this deck, and I still haven't even said what the reading is. So it is going to be Who Secretly Wants to Contact You. This was a channel message. It's been sitting on my heart for a while. I just need to get it out so it's done and over with. And somebody obviously needs to hear this message. So with that, let's go ahead and get the prayer going, and we'll get into this reading today. I apologize. Valentine's Day week kind of took it out of me. It was a very, very, very busy week for me. I'm sure it was a very busy week for a lot of people as well. So I pray that you all had a beautiful Valentine's Day and that you were able to find self-love on this crazy day, right? So Source, this prayer is for any and all who come onto this reading and onto this channel and into this space. I ask that you bless them with love, with truth, with grace, with compassion, as we really begin to settle into this year and allow ourselves to open up to our highest path and to find out how we can continue to better ourselves, because we're not on this journey to better ourselves for others. We're on this journey to better ourselves for us. And I ask that you lie this understanding and understanding within everyone's hearts so that they can truly come into a space of self-acceptance. And it's through this space of self-acceptance that allows us to accept others fully and wholeheartedly. I ask that you bring forth the messages that they need to hear in this time, the messages that will sit upon their hearts and plant the seeds of your love within them, that you will water at your leisure. I ask that you remind us that you are always our guide and that you are always on this journey with us and that we are never alone. And that even though many of us do wish and pray deeply for love, knowing that we are already full and whole, complete beings, and that we have all the love that we need, as long as we're loving ourselves and we find that deeper divine connection with our intuition, our higher self, with you, with the angels, with our guides, with our ancestors, with Jesus, with the Holy Spirit, with the gods, the goddesses, whatever it may be, and however personal it is to us, whatever that means to each and every one of us. Help us to connect with that highest light and love within. As these words are spoken unto this reading and into this space, so shall they be. Amen. Aho, Ase. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my beloved source. Thank you. And I must apologize in advance. I am a little bit energetically worn out, but I do need to get this reading out for you. So if you notice I'm tripping on my words, that is why. Generally, I'm not someone that has that problem with it. And I'm just letting you know that I apologize in advance. So thank you so much for your patience. And let's go ahead and get the cards shuffled here. Like I said, it was just a crazy week for me. I had a lot going on. So, all right. So source, what oracle card, spiral oracle card will help my collective better understand who secretly wants to contact them. Who secretly wants to contact my collective, source? Who secretly wants to contact my collective? All right, so for pile number 1, source, what spiral oracle card will help us better understand who secretly wants to contact pile number 1? Who secretly wants to contact pile number 1? Okay, you won't leave it alone. I'll take it. They're like, that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, I'll take it. So that one wants to contact you, pile 1. All right, so for pile number 2, source, what spiral oracle card will help us better understand or know who wants to secretly contact pile number 2, source? One card, please. Whoa. Cards are all over the place today. Okay, thank you, source. And for pile number 3, source, what spiral oracle card will help us better understand who secretly wants to contact pile number 3? One card, please. All right. I'll take. I got you. All right, and these I will have to check off camera because some of the images are pretty racy. So, yeah, like the one on the bottom is sacred sexuality, and I cannot show this card to you at all because it is very, very questionable. Okay, they show quite a bit, but yeah, we have sacred sexuality on the bottom. Yeah, so it is someone who wants to connect with you sexually as an overall energy here, and they just because of how bright and amazing you are. So let's get this set up. I want to make sure that you can read these. Just a second here. What's the matter, Zoe? Hold on, let me go help my dog. She wants to get on the couch. Just a second. Okay, she just struggles to get on the couch, so I have to help her. So for pile number 1, we do have this Amazonite bottle for you to choose from. Okay, pile number 2, we have this golden rutilated. Yeah, rutilated. And pile number 3, we have this golden obsidian. Oh, hold on, pile 3. I have the hiccups. All right, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And whichever one you are drawn to, that should be the pile for you. And I will see you over on your chosen pile. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful Amazonite bottle, little shards of gemstones, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be your reading on who secretly wants to contact you. First and foremost, I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to support this channel and to show up and be such an integral part of this journey and this amazing tribe. I'm so honored to have you here. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience, and that this is a safe space for you to show up as you are in your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. These are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links necessary below in the description box. You can email me for a personal reading. I'll get you out further information from there. You can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you over there. Also, if you are interested in becoming a member, there is a join button down below next to where the subscribe button is or used to be. And there are 3 levels available, and when you click on that, it'll show you the options that come with each level. You're looking at customized emojis that you get to use, personalized badges that show up next to your name, membership shout-outs. There's membership-only posts and polls. You'll get to help determine future pick-a-card readings for the channel. There are also 2 options that come with early access to pick-a-card readings and 1 option that has membership-only readings. So I do hope that you find what works for you there. If not, thank you for continuing to support me here. And with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into it and find out more about this person who secretly wants to contact pile number 1 source. What can you tell us about this person who secretly wants to contact pile number 1? What would you like to let them know, source? Can you help describe this person who secretly wants to contact pile number 1? Whoa, that was fast. Okay, we've got the 9th house, the South Node, and Cancer. This is someone you've had to walk away from because of your journey. Yeah, you outgrew them is what I'm hearing right now. Like, you've outgrown them. You outgrew them on the journey, and you had to let go. Sometimes it's hard because we shift, right? Our consciousness shifts, and then we realize that the people that we're around are just... You know, we talk about toxic individuals, and yeah, toxicity plays a part into it, but I feel like it's also just that we realize that we're no longer in that energy, that we accept a lot of the things that we accepted before. And so this is someone who is a part of your past with South Node energy coming through here. This is someone who you could have had a codependent relationship with the Cancerian energy here. This could be someone who has South Node in Cancer. They could have South Node in Sagittarius as well. This is someone who could be a Sagittarius, have 9th house in Cancer, or they could have, I'm hearing a Sagittarius moon. A Capricorn moon just came through as well. An Aquarius moon. Okay, so, all right. Yeah, this is someone who is well-traveled, or if they're not well-traveled, they're just extremely lazy. 9th house energy is next level, right? Because when it's in its light attributes, it's a very active energy. You know, Sagittarians really, really do well with a lot of physical movement. But a lot of times it can also point towards someone who is, you know, trying to better themselves, but, you know, they don't know what they want to do. They're trying to learn more about themselves, is on the path of higher education. But you also have this energy of someone who's very hasty, someone who's very lazy, someone who can be a glutton, someone who can be just, you know, an overall, like, stick in the mud. Wow. Okay, that was so loud that came through. This could have been someone that was very passive-aggressive. Someone who's very moody. They are trying to heal. Okay, like, they are really trying to heal. And again, I'm not here telling you, like, oh my gosh, you should give this person a chance. Because everybody's at a different part on their journey. It will always be up to you whether or not you give them another chance, okay? I'm just here to send the messages to you guys. You're the ones that have to use your intuition and your discernment for your journey. Everybody's journey is different, but this is somebody who is not, like, for you, you don't see them in the best way. Okay, like, and of course, if you left them, you know, there's something about them that definitely triggered you, or, you know, pushed you into choosing yourself, which is fine. It's good to choose yourself, right? It's good to choose you on the journey. Let's find out some more about this person with the tarot. So, source, who wants to secretly contact? Okay, so it's interesting. We do have Taurus energy and Pisces energy here, but it could be a family member or someone that you had a family with, that you've had to cut ties with. We have 555 on the clock. Yeah, you had to change. You had to make a change is what I'm hearing. Who wants to secretly contact pile number 1? Who wants to secretly contact pile number 1? And can you tell us why? Like, who wants to secretly contact pile number 1, and why do they want to contact pile number 1? Like, let's get a little bit more into it. I feel like they want to tell you that they didn't have a clear perspective on what your connection was. Who wants to secretly contact pile number 1 and why? And they feel like maybe you moved away too hastily before they could had a chance to prove themselves. Now remember, this is their feelings, not the truth of what happened in the situation, because I really feel like you had to choose yourself in this. Like, I feel the resistance. I feel the tug at the end here, and it's like, no, like, I had to go. Like, I had to leave because things were not changing. They're saying I didn't give them a chance. What was all those like years, months, or weeks leading up to me leaving? Isn't that me giving you enough of a chance to try to make a change? Just one thing, right? But I feel like they were just too stubborn to see it. Who secretly wants to contact pile number 1 here, source? Why? Who secretly wants to contact pile number 1 and why, source? Okay, they want those two. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see what comes out. Yeah, we have the 6 of coins in the reverse on the bottom. This is someone who just basically breadcrumbed you, but also just led you on. Like, kept saying, oh, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make a change. It's like this person was hoping that you'd stick it out so that they could just basically convince you that they were going to change and never had to change. Yeah, and like we have the moon coming out. So this could be a Pisces. Again, with Taurus energy here again. We have Taurus and Pisces. Those are the two energies that are coming through the strongest. We have that on the bottom of the deck when I split. We have the 8 of Cups, which is Pisces energy. And we had the Knight of Coins, which is Taurus energy. And here we have Taurus and Pisces energy. Again, this could be someone with a Taurus rising, Pisces moon. This could be a Pisces sun with a Taurus moon. This could be a Pisces rising with a Taurus moon or a Taurus sun. This is definitely very significant to the reading though, but you have someone who's stubborn. You have someone who doesn't want to give. You have someone who doesn't want to stand in a place of stability. Like, I'd rather be unstable. This is someone who could have had very unstable emotions. This is someone who could have been very much an escapist. They could have been an addict. This is someone who could have just had a lot of internal shame that they projected onto you as well. Yeah, and they just weren't ready to commit. They didn't have it in them to commit. And I feel like you had to leave. And in leaving, look, yeah, they just like the connection. This is a sexual connection between you two. They really like the sexual connection. They were very immature showing up. And I feel like when you left, you became a boss and now they want to come back, right? Like, it's like, oh, I really did lose a good thing. Like, I chose not to heal and I lost a good thing. But I feel like your leaving actually triggered healing within them. Like, they actually had to choose healing. Okay, and again, it is not saying that they're completely healed here. This is just who wants to secretly contact you. So we're seeing what the energy is here. Okay, so we have the 2 of Swords in the upright. We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, and we have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Look, I cannot make this up. Here's the deal with the 2 of did I say 2 of Coins? Oh my gosh. The 2 of Swords. I don't know. I thought I said coins for some reason, but the 2 of Swords in the upright here saying that you're on a positive path. Like, you're on a path to a positive outcome. You outgrew a situation, you left, and now you're working on your best self, right? And that's what I feel like the 2 of Swords is coming out here showing. But I feel like that's the why. That's the why this person wants to connect with you, is because you're doing so good with yourself. It doesn't mean that they have healed or they haven't healed. We did see here with the Cancerian energy that there is a trigger of healing coming through. So there was some sort of situation in their life that forced them to heal. And I feel like what they're healing is their heart chakra. And if their heart chakra is being activated right now and it was a connection with you, that is a reason why they want to come back, because you filled that void within them that we see here with the 10 of Cups, there's a huge void within this person. Like, they're not capable of finding leadership within themselves in an emotional way, right? It's like they rely on everyone else to fill them up. But in doing so, because they don't know how to fill their own cup, they find people who are also, you know, this is like the age-old story of the narcissist and the empath. And it's like that age-old story of the narcissist seeks out the empath, but they always seek out the injured empath, because the injured empath is used to filling others' cups from an empty cup, right? The empowered empath knows my cup is important. I have to take care of my cup first, which we see here in the 10 of Cups when it's in the upright. Here you have the empowered empath taking charge, filling their cup. Yes, it's on its side, but they make sure that their cup is full first so that they can help others fill their cup. But here in the reverse, which we also have Piscean energy, again, highlighted at the middle of this reading. So this is someone who has Pisces highly aspect in their chart, or you could have Pisces highly aspect in your chart, but they are definitely exuding a lot of the shadow aspects of Pisces here, which is someone who is unaccountable for their actions, someone who always plays the blame game, is the victim, is self-sacrificing, someone who has the hero complex, like I gotta save everybody, you know, Captain Save-A-Ho. But anyways, that's the thing, and I don't know what the other one is, but you know what I'm getting at here. It's like, this is someone who has a problem and they always want to be fulfilled by someone else while they go and take care of everyone else in hopes of getting some kind of recognition from it. Right? Then we have the 4 of Wands coming up. Is who is this? This is a romantic partnership that went south, right? The 4 of Wands in the reverse here is talking about a failed partnership. It's romantic frustration. This is something that went south. This is something that did not pan out. And so here's the deal, pile 1. This is someone who does not know how to give you what you need. Okay, and I want to be completely transparent here, because they're showing the picture of this person. They have not really switched it up a lot here. There's still a lot of secrets that this person holds with the moon coming out here. This person is in the process, though, of subconsciously clearing their energy, which the moon does talk about, the plumbing of the subconscious. But I feel like it was triggered by you leaving or you cutting the connection here. So we do see they are healing, but again, it will always be up to you what you choose to do. Okay, you choose to connect with this person, that's your choice. If you choose not to, that's your choice. It's okay. Everybody's at a different path, okay? And equally so, this person, this person, say that 10 times fast, they're going to be at a different level on their healing journey. So some of them are going to be taking the healing very seriously. And what they're painting here is a picture of the past. But others of them are not going to be taking the healing that seriously or getting that involved in it. And so we're seeing what it was that has happened between the two of you here. Okay, there's this centered place, though. It does feel like this person may have had an addiction, and part of their healing is coming clean, you know, getting clean, getting stable in themselves and understanding they don't need to rely on their addiction, that they can rely on their own emotional worth. That's something that's being highlighted in this reading. But this is who wants to reach out to you. I'm not going to do very much in the terms of description energy today because I don't have my description bag available. But let's get some oracles out on it. I'm not going to make a really long reading just because of my energy depletion today. So I just want to make sure I get you out a reading. We do have Capricorn here. Ambition, realism, and methodical steps. So this could be a baby's daddy as well, with Capricorn coming in here. It could be as a baby's mama, and I'm not trying to be rude like at anything, but really we have the mother of the zodiac with Cancer, and we have the father of the zodiac with Capricorn. And you have, you know, Capricorn energy when it's in its shadow is very pessimistic, very controlling. This is someone who, you know, tries to overstep boundaries. This is someone who is very, very negative Nancy, negative Nelly, whatever it is you want to call it. Someone who's just very low and out. And that's something that they're pointing out to me really right now. Let's get one more of these, Source. Who is trying to reach out to, who secretly wants to reach out to pile number 1? Yeah, and see, here's the thing, and for this to be set up the way I'm going to set it up, because I wanted to put this card here, we have angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow with trine here, and it's like, this feels like you had a divine intervention where Source is like, we got to take you out of this, pile 1. But just, you're wondering who secretly wants to connect with you, we're going to let you know. This is like basically a heads up, right? Let me give you a heads up. Look, what's on the bottom, Chiron with hurt and heal. Yeah, this was a situation that forced you. We have 1616 on the clock. This is a situation that forced you into your wounded healer. Like, you had to heal this deep wound within yourself so that you could stand strong and being an empowered empath, what we were talking about earlier. And when you became an empowered empath, you realized what you were worthy of. And in knowing your worth, you're not going to let someone come in this lower vibration anyways. Like, I trust that you trust yourself enough, that you trust your intuition and your discernment enough to choose what's best for you. I trust that because it does feel like you're very much on this path to becoming an empowered empath. Yeah, we have slow down, pause and allow things to unfold. So for those of you that are letting this person come back in, this is that message of saying, do not just jump back into the way things were with this person. Just take a step back and let this thing unfold, because generally when you're not trying to hold the connection, right, especially with breadcrumbers, when you're not trying to hold the connection, you get to see this person's true colors show because you're not there giving them the energy that they want from you. Right? And when you're not there giving them that energy, they're either going to other people searching for it, or they're trying to trigger you or bait you into giving them what they want. And so they're just saying, slow down and pause, allow things to unfold. Let yourself just be comfortable with where you're at. That's something that's very powerful here. Let's see. Let's get one of these. Yeah, you're in a very balanced energy right now. There's no need to upset that. And, you know, when we're healing, you know, it's always like, well, if I'm healing, why do I have to keep dealing with energies like that? Well, that's part of the purpose of healing. We ask to heal from this energy, which means that we have to deal with more of it so that we know how to heal from it. Right? Look, that's where wisdom comes from with owl on the bottom here. Exactly. That's where our internal compass begins to say, oh, hey, I'm aware of this energy now. I don't want this energy in my life. So help me navigate around it. Didn't I say that this person could be healing the heart chakra? And we have the brown bear spirit. And this card always comes out. It makes me think of heart chakra healing. I do feel like the connection that you had with this person forced you to healing your heart chakra. But because we have the number 9 here and we have the 9th house come out, I do feel like this is Source saying it's like they're being taken on their own journey right now to healing their heart. But look, we have take time out. Like, this is not yet time for the two of you to come together. It's not yet time for the two of you to reignite a connection. We're clearing out the clutter between you and them. We're trying to help you come back into a balanced state. Whether that means this person's coming back into your life later on or not, it's not the point. The point is that you both were brought into each other's lives to heal. Let's get some love oracles on it and see what comes through here. Like, why does this person want to reach out, Source? Yeah, love. Because they do love you. Like, what they know to be love. Let me re-clarify that here. What they know to be love, pile 1, they love you. Okay, we have unconditional love, self-love, and wholeness, affection and attraction and selflessness. But I feel like this is also the reason why they want to reach out to you, is because you found this within yourself. Why does this person want to reach out to pile 1, Source? Can you give us some more messages on that? Can we please have another card here? Why does this person want to reach out to pile number 1? Seduction, attraction, teasing, hooking up and dating, third party and temptation. Yeah, so they want to tempt you. They want to tempt you away from this energy. They want to bring in this energy of, like, you know, kind of like the Jezebel energy, right? And I'm not trying to scare nobody. That's not what that is. It's just they just want to come in and upset the apple cart is what's coming through. Like, we have ascending, but you're on a different journey. You're learning and expanding. You're transcending. You're preparing for the union that's yours to have, and you're coming into a new phase. Good for you. Zoe, no. Zoe, that little dog is all the way over there. No bark. She's just got to get one in. Can we see what the shadow aspect of this connection was? Right away, you get 2 cards. All right, so let's take a look at these in just a minute. Zoe, no. All right, so we have here, like, companionship and dogs. So this could have been a friendship that turned south. This could have been someone who you thought was going to be there through thick and thin, but you didn't see the dark side of this person until maybe it was too late, or maybe it was when you were ascending and you were growing and you were getting enlightened. You realized, wow, like, I was always there for this person. I was always helping this person and being a true light in their life, but they really never did that to me. They were never like that with me. And then you went on and found unconditional love for yourself and basically left this person in the dust. You know, but we do have that romantic partnership coming through. So it could have been a friendship that became a partnership, romantic connection later on. And that's what happened, is like this person was just really good at hiding their darkness. Yeah. And now you're, look, why? Because you're getting blessed. You're in your blessings time. Like, you're receiving your blessings. Honey, you went through the rainbow. Or I'm sorry, you went through the storm and now you get to enjoy the rainbow. Be with it. Be with it. This person is mad because they feel like they got left behind. And maybe what it is that you're being blessed with, like recognition, accolades, money, success, a career opportunity, love, whatever it is that you're being blessed with, this person really thought that they were going to get it first before you did. And they didn't think twice about it, but now you're getting it. And that's why they want to come back in. Come on now. That's not how this works, okay? Look, this is a big old rabbit hole. Crazy drama makes for wild adventures, but not peace. How far are you willing to go? Yeah, so this is a very dramatic connection that you had with this person. Let's look at the shadow aspects that came out here. Fierce, you act aggressive, but you were just protecting yourself. Soften your heart so you can feel again. So this person could have been very aggressive with you. You know, and again, I'm not here saying what they did was okay or it wasn't okay. I'm just saying, like, that's the energy that's coming in. And then we have exit plans. Someone wants out, but they aren't making a move yet. Be prepared for sudden changes. This is the energy I got from you. You were the one that exited this situation. Like, you just said, nope, sorry, I can't handle this no more. I can't do this. So I'm going to take a look at this. I want to read this from the book. I do have to take a look at it off of camera, though, to make sure that it is camera appropriate. So, okay, yeah, we've got Cosmic Uterus, okay? This is actually a really beautiful card. We've got the wolf, we've got your ancestors up here, you've got the all-knowing eye, you've got a jaguar here. Is that an owl? That is actually a sea turtle and a hummingbird. So we have a sea turtle and a hummingbird. You have the jaguar here. And then there's a butterfly on the bottom here. And then there's the lotus flower in the center. It looks like it is with her solar plexus here. Let me grab the book. Cosmic Uterus. Okay. So it says, since time immemorial, the seed of life has been planted and nourished by the energy of the universe. The sun fertilizes the earth, and the earth gives birth to all her species. Life, in any of its forms, manifests itself in light. I am that light. I am life contemplating itself. So you are just shining so bright. In the mystery of my origin, I glimpsed a succession of wombs intertwined in blood, stories and legacies, stories of life-giving women going back to the origin of creation, an origin that shows me that my existence is only possible today because a great number of improbable events unfolded exactly the way they did. The primordial matrix reminds me that abundance has always been here and now in the present. Thank you for the miracle, for I am the light at the beginning and I am the light at the end. I give birth to my creation. I give birth to myself. I step into light. Gratitude. What exists today will not remain forever. I ask myself what I am taking for granted and what values are the foundation of my existence. I stop and become aware for a moment of those things that fill my life. I am grateful for the small. I am grateful for the grand. Gratitude is a practice that strengthens me and opens the door to enjoyment. The satisfaction of life. The universe is a symphony of vibrating strings. We are nothing but melodies, cosmic music played out on vibrating strings and membranes. Yeah, so it's like you've this is like coming into connection with your higher purpose. And so you're creating a new melody, and it's different than the one that you used to play when you were in dissonance, right? When you're in dissonance versus harmony, there's a big difference there, right? And so that's what this person knows, is when you're in dissonance and that out of tune, and now you're in tune. And so you're just beautiful and gorgeous. And the melody that you're playing is so enticing that they want to come in and see if they can get a piece of that. But you've come so far, like, you're going to know if this person actually does reach out to you, like, you're going to know right away whether it's for you or not. And just know to trust yourself. That's so important here, because you've come so far and you've gone through so much healing. Okay. So this is what I see for you. If you feel like this is your reading, put a little music note down below and say, I am the cosmic melody and I'm connected to my divine purpose, to let Source know that you are in higher connection with your journey and that you're ready to receive that beautiful love connection that is truly yours. Not this, but what is really yours to have. Okay. Leave me a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this incredible message, which truly was incredible because you've come so far. And until next time, pile number 1, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this golden rutilated, this bottle right now, right here, I don't know if that's how you say it or not, but, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be your reading on who secretly wants to contact you. First and foremost, I do just want to say thank you so much to anyone and everyone that continues to support the channel and be a part of this ever-growing tribe. I'm just truly so honored and blessed to be sharing this journey with you and to be connecting with such incredible individuals. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we are all here having this human experience, and that this is a safe space for you to come as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And keeping in mind that these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all the links necessary to do so below in the description box, where you can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information from there. You can also follow me on over to my podcast, Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I really do hope to see you over there. If you are interested in becoming a member, there's a join button down below where the subscribe button is or used to be. And when you click on that, it will show you the 3 levels I have available, as well as the options that come with each level. You're looking at customized emojis, personalized badges that show up next to your name, membership shout outs, membership only posts and polls where you'll get to help decipher and determine future pick a card readings. For 2 options, you do get early access to pick a card readings, and for 1 option, you do have membership only pick a cards. So I do hope that you find something that works for you. And if not, thank you for continuing to support me here. I'm just truly so honored. So let's go ahead and hop into it and find out who secretly wants to contact pile number 2 source. Who secretly wants to contact pile number 2? What messages do you have for us today? Who secretly wants to contact pile number 2 source? Okay, and I do just want to say what comes through. We are going to be looking into why as well. And always use your discernment and your intuition on whether or not to allow this person to come into your life, regardless of the messages that you see here. Okay, so we have the first house, we have Virgo energy, and we have Mercury. So already you have contact information, right? Like, I want to contact you with Mercury, and we have Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. First house, this is someone who is very loud, right? This is someone who attracts a lot of attention. They're very much independent. They're seen as a leader. They are, people really like them. People really are attracted to them in general. Like, they have a lot of attention on them, but they're also very unique in the way that they hold themselves, right? They're in the process of a new beginning right now. This is someone who takes their appearance very personal. Like, they like leaving a first impression in the world. They have a very smart attitude. Like, they view the world from a different way, right? Like, it's a different approach to life overall. Now, with Virgo energy, we do have someone who is humble, modest, and generous. Someone who's logical, detail-oriented, and responsible. Someone who's organized, who can be critical, obsessive, and a perfectionist, right, is trying to work on those things. It does feel like this is someone who might write you a communication. Like, they might actually reach out to you via DM, or they might even go the old style status and write you an old letter. Who does that anymore? I don't know. I sometimes receive letters and I think it's really cool. So if they do that, that's really awesome. This is someone who's very environmentally conscious. They are very helpful. They have their very clear routines. They're very curious. They're of service to others. They like to help others out a lot. And really, this person is someone who is really good with communication. Like, they like to communicate. That's something they really like to do. They're highly intelligent. They have very unique thought process. They're very sensory information oriented. They like to receive information via all their senses. This is someone that you could have known for a long time. You could have been school friends with them from your childhood. This is someone who is really open to learning how to create a life with you. Like, they really see you growing. They see you evolving, and they really want to know what it would be like to have that with you. So let's get these out. We'll go ahead and get some tarot on it and find out more about this person. We're going to find out why as well. So, Source, can you tell us who wants to secretly contact pile number 2 and why? Can you tell us who wants to secretly contact pile number 2 and why? Yeah, they feel very fortunate to have met you. Who wants to secretly contact pile number 2 and why? They feel like before they didn't see clearly the type of person that you were. Like, why they didn't say anything sooner. Definitely a leadership position. This is someone that a lot of people look up to. Who wants to secretly contact pile number 2 and why, Source? Who wants to secretly contact pile number 2 and why? Okay, thank you. Yes. Who wants to secretly contact pile number 2 and why? It looks like they were very stubborn at one point in time in regards to how they felt about you, and so they didn't come forward, but then it feels like through that they learned a very valuable lesson that you were actually meant to be in their lives. Who wants to secretly contact pile number 2 and why? Thank you, Source. Who wants to secretly contact pile number 2 and why? Thank you. Who wants to secretly contact pile number 2 and why? Wow, these are all quick. Jumping out quick. Thank you, Source. Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse on the bottom. Someone who's been in a lot of one-sided relationships, who's been their own worst enemy, and had to learn how to observe red flags in a relationship. And in any relationship, friendship, family situationship, partnership, they had to grow. But they were their own worst enemies here, right? Like, they were putting themselves in situations where they kept getting their heart strung along and broken. And they thought that maybe with you, it was just like friendship and that's all it was supposed to be. And, it could have come down to they could have been very shallow, right? This is someone who is very much like based on looks. They had a particular type and you might not have fit that type. And it has nothing to do with you not being a good looking person or anything. But when I say the of shallow, it's like, okay, if you weren't blonde haired, blue eyed, and, a big titty committee type energy, right? Or if you weren't someone who was tall and dark and handsome, or if you weren't, you know what I mean? It was like very specific physical features that they went towards. And it wasn't about how they felt about the person. It was just those physical features. And it's not like they don't get turned on by you. They do. At least I saw that. And it's like this energy of being in so many, I don't know if you hear my dog, she's snoring. So many failed relationships that they're realizing like, whoa, I really did have a good thing here. And it's just that they chose other options. And I feel like at one point they really did make you feel like an option, and they want to come back and they want to tell you why. They want to tell you why they made you feel like an option, because they didn't know. They had their back turned on the opportunity that you were, and they were so stuck on fulfilling this odd need that they had in their life. Like, you know, whether that came from parents, that it had to be someone that looked a certain way, or it just came from preference, or whatever it was, right? Our type is always something from our triggers and our trauma. It's like, oh no, that's what I'm attracted to. But it's interesting because our types have a tendency to be the ones that trigger us the most. So is it really what you're attracted to, or is it because of the trauma we experienced? And that's something that I feel like this person's learning. Yeah, definitely like peer pressure. They felt like they were being pressured by people around them to choose what was different from you. Like if you look at this does point towards the mother wound, but let's look at this for a second, right? It's like here you have peer pressure with the Four of Swords, okay? Feeling stuck in a situation, like I have to do what everyone else is telling me. And you have this young lady here, and then you have this older, wiser person here, okay, which we can look at souls. A soul that's not highly developed versus a soul that's highly developed. See, here they are, they're looking at you, and you were the one at one point that was reaching out to them, but they were being drawn away by this unevolved soul. And it's like they had to go and learn that lust was just going to leave them heartbroken every time, right? And so it's like now they're in a position, again, where they have to make a choice, and they're becoming more sure of themselves. Like they can't deny the fact that they feel something for you, okay? Yeah, and look, we have the Six of Wands in the upright, which talks about someone who wants to be an ally in your life, right? You have 6-6 right here. Okay, this is someone who's becoming very balanced. They're learning solutions in their own life. They're finding resolutions to their own healing. They're learning how to be brave enough to go after what they spiritually want instead of what they physically want. And that's not to make you feel any one way, shape, or form. Again, it's just they have a very specific type. That's what this person feels like. They have a very specific type. This could be a Gemini, a Libra, a Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a Taurus. Or we have Gemini energy again. They could be a Virgo and Aries. Okay. So that's what I'm hearing right now. But it's like, this is someone who's had a perspective shift, right? This is like fall in love with the soul, not a face. And all along they knew they wanted to fall in love with the soul because the soul was what was going to be everlasting. That our bodies are not, right? Wisdom. Fall in love with someone who's wise, who's grounded, who won't play the games, versus going after types that fit into that, oh, they're going to let me bull them over. They're going to let me take control of the situation. They're going to let me do what I want. So again, when I say they have a type, it has nothing to do with your physical body. It's just that they have a very specific type that they chased after for a long time. You know, this could have been someone who always chased after people who wanted money and knew that they could act however they wanted in the relationship as long as they had money. You know, whether it was demeaning or disrespectful or whatever, they could just act however they wanted just because it's people that they were connecting with wanted money. That's what I'm talking about, type. It's not necessarily a physical attribute as much as it is that this person was just so used to getting their way. And with you, they didn't get that way. And now they've been humbled, right? With Virgo energy here, it's like something has humbled them. Well, I'm going to tell you what humbled them is they went for one too many and got one too many broken hearts. They had to. They had to experience the broken heart. They had to go through the upset here. And so this person is learning how to balance out their energy here. Yeah, and they definitely want a relationship. Ooh, look at this. They want a relationship. The Six of excuse me. Let me try that again. If you didn't catch the intro, there's a reason why I'm stumbling over my words today. You can catch the intro and find out what that is. I'm not going to go back through it. But the Six of Cups is talking about soulmate love. Like, this is equal give and take. This is very balanced love. This is my soulmate love card. Not even the Ace and Two of Cups are my soulmate love cards. Like, they talk about love, but the Ace of Cups is really about self-love. The Two of Cups is about starting out relationship. But when you talk about deep, unfettered love, we're talking about the Six of Cups. And then we have Scorpio energy here together. You have someone who's transforming. They went out and became a boss. And look, they're so tired of receiving one-sided relationships. They're tired of it. So they're overcoming that, and they're realizing, like, maybe the problem has been me. Maybe it's what I'm asking for, what it is that I feel like I need to require. But why have I wanted that? Why have I required people that fit into this box for so long? And they're learning that it's because of peer pressure, right? Like, people are pressuring them to be and to fit into a certain way of life and living, that societal construct, and they don't want to anymore. And why do they want to come towards you? Because you're so spiritually evolved. Like, you're the only person that they feel like they've ever had a good conversation with. You're the only person they feel like has ever understood them. You're the only person that they feel has ever actually had their back in any one situation. And it's like they feel like you're very balanced. And whenever they're with you, they feel very peaceful and harmonious. Like, they don't feel like they have to fight to be seen because you already see them. And that's why they want to contact you. But there's been some sort of disruption within the connection here, which is probably like you had to say enough is enough. Like, you probably said, I just can't, I'm out here trying to show you that I care about you, that I love you. And, no matter how much I show you how much I love you, you don't seem to be taking a hint, right? Like, sometimes people are just completely oblivious until they lose it. And then when they lose that access to your energy, then they're like, whoa, holy moly, like, there's a huge hole here. What is missing? And they realize that it was you all along. So let's get some oracles out here, Source. What more would you like to say? What more would you like to say here, Source? What else would you like to say in regards to this? Who wants to secretly contact pile number 2, Source? Okay, thank you. What do we have on the bottom of the deck? Like, we have Venus energy on the bottom of the deck. Give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. Yeah, so it's like you're the yang to their yin, or the yin to their yang. However you identify, it doesn't matter here. What they're saying is they just feel like you're their perfect opposite. And they enjoy that about you, and they feel like you're what gives beauty in their life, and that you bring value into their life. Everyone else is just, it's empty. And they're recognizing that they had a pearl with you. What's peeking out here? Sagittarius energy, optimism, exploration, and freedom. And so they want to come forward now, right? We have this. It's almost like you have the bow and arrow here. You have the bow and arrow here. It's almost like they've been shot by Cupid's arrow, and that's forcing them to come forward. But it's like having no connection with you help them realize how much they care about you. It's like if they'd still had access to your energy, then they would have never realized how much they had cared about you, because this person was very much used to people doing what they wanted without having much effort. And now they have to put in the effort to come to you, and they realize that. Look at this. I cannot make this up. We have true love. Love is a once in a lifetime. That's exactly how they feel about you. They're like, whoa, I've really messed up. Like, I really let go of something. I don't feel like you ended on necessarily bad terms. It just feels like you just had to go away. Like, you're just like, okay, I got other things that I have to go and work on, and that's what I'm going to go focus on. So we have the 9th house here with spiritual growth coming out. We had Sagittarius energy peeking out. So yeah, you went on to spiritually grow. Right? That's what he's saying. Like, you're someone who's very spiritually evolved here, and that's why they like you. That's why they love you. It's like you speak to them in soul language. It's not physical language. It's not earthly language. It's not anything like that. Like, you speak to them in soul language, and they never met another person who talks to them that way. And that's why they secretly want to connect with you. They just don't know if they blew it, right? Look, we have Mercury, think, learn, network, and communication. Communicate. This is that confirmation. We have Mercury twice here. This is a person who could have Mercury highly aspect in their chart, or Gemini placements highly aspect in their chart. But they definitely want to communicate. I do feel like they get stuck in their head quite a bit on this journey. Like they really overthink a lot and they're worried that you're going to reject them. And at the same time, they wouldn't blame you if you did reject them because they're seeing now that they blew it, right? Yeah, romance. Look at this. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. And it's interesting because this deck really has more cards that talk about us accepting ourselves. There's about, I would say, 6 cards from the whole deck. And there's 44 cards, I believe, or 45 cards in the whole deck. So out of that 45 cards, there's 6 cards that really point towards a love connection. Right? All the rest are more about loving yourself, accepting yourself, having faith and all these things. But you got the true love card on the bottom. Look, see, we have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. See, this is a more generic energy, but you have true love coming out right here. And it's like you got that on the bottom of the deck. This person now realizes how much they care about you, but there had to be a disconnect in the energy. There had to be something where they were like, oh, I don't have access to them like I had it before. Yeah, and so now they realize they have to come forward and be vulnerable. I apologize, I'm not going to do descriptors today because I actually don't have my descriptions bag available right now. This was kind of it's been on my heart for a while to do this one, but I was going to do another reading and then Source asked me to do this one, so... yeah, this is that peer pressure coming in. This is like healing family wounds, generational curses. But I feel like their family really pushed them into being a certain way. And that's what they were trying to fulfill. So it's like they were trying to relive family curses over and over again. But they're realizing that stuff doesn't work. Like, that's not what makes me happy. Like, yeah, sure, my family's really good at playing the happy card, right? But underneath it all, no one can see how they're really just living their fears. Like their worst fears have come to realization because they don't want to leave. It's like the people who never want to get divorced just for the sake of never having a divorce. They could be in the worst possible situation. It's so toxic, but they won't get a divorce. They'd rather get separate bedrooms. Hell, they'd rather even get separate houses. Someone lives in the guest house and that's fine. Or someone has a basement that's closed off to the whole house. Is like, rather than get a divorce because they don't want to have a divorce. They don't want to admit that we grew apart. Like, this just isn't working anymore. And that's, kind of the energy that this person grew up in. Yeah, look, we have time to let go on the bottom with Groundhog Spirit here. It's like they have to let go so they can heal their heart. They have to let go of what was. And it's like Spirit has a plan here. This was all preordained by Source. Like, Source had to take you both on a very long detour is what it feels like here to bring you back around. Yeah, you had to emerge as the beautiful individual you are. You had to grow. You had to grow spiritually, and that forced this person to grow spiritually as well. And now they want to come back in with this honeybee energy with reciprocity in number 6. Again, 666 coming out. 6 is a very powerful number for you. You might see it quite a bit on your journey. And that's just all about seeing yourself through eyes of love, harmony, balance, a resolution, solution. So it's like they want to come in and give this reciprocal energy. They're coming in and I feel like you're going to get an apology from this person. Okay, so we have Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. So again, Spirit coming in, Source saying, I got you. I had a plan all along. Like, it may feel like I gave up on you, but I never did. We had to ensure that they were going to go ahead and take care of themselves in this journey because it's not all on your shoulders, Pile 2, and it should never be on your shoulders. We have tend to the small things with Mouse. Yeah, and sometimes it's the smallest things that cause the biggest problems, Like, I'm being shown a termite, honestly. Like, think about that. That is the smallest animal or bug. I guess it's a bug, but it can cause some of the most massive damage, even with mouse, right? Like a mouse can cause some massive damage if they start digging holes in the wall and taking out the insulation and all that stuff. Like it could cause massive damage. And that's what it is. Like they had to tend to the small things. And there's something about finding stability here. Let's get some love oracles on here and find out why. Why do they want to reach out to pile number 2 here, source? Okay, that one. No, they want one more though. Why do they want to reach out to pile number 2 here, source? Okay, yeah. On the bottom, I don't know what a bottom is. Let's go with it. On the bottom, we have self-indulgence, self-worth, and value, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. This is why you had to leave. You had to take care of your own heart. You had to find your own value and realize that you're not someone who deserves to be treated like an option. And if someone's going to treat you like an option, then sayonara, pal. Like, I gotta go. Like, I'm not going to just wait around and hope that you see my value, because I am a valuable person and I deserve to be seen right up front. Yeah, secret. Someone isn't telling you the whole story. You have to be willing to both say and hear the truth. And what's peeking out here, reaching. You're trying to connect, but love eludes you. Stepping out of your comfort zone will help. And I feel like this is what you've done, right? Yeah, Rocky, it's been a rough road for you. You must decide whether it's worth it to keep going on. To keep on going. Like, that's the thing. I feel like you tried a lot with this person to just make them see, like, hey, I care about you. I really want to be there for you. I love you. But ultimately, it had to come down to it was you or them. And that's sometimes one of the worst positions that we find ourselves in. But it really shows us that we can choose ourselves, right? Like, we have the butterfly, evolving and growth. Next phase, healing inner child, releasing the past. Time to let go, right? Time to let go, and the spiritual growth is coming out here. So definitely you had to let go in order to grow. Not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego, and fear and frustrations. And wasn't I saying that they're their own worst enemy here? This is why they could never choose you, or why they made you feel like an option, was because they were trying to feed their ego. And that was out of fear that they weren't enough. And you always treated them like they were enough because you saw them on a soul level. So they were enough in your eyes. Of course they were. You're an evolved spirit. You're not asking for someone to change who they are. You want them to show up as their best self. And that's, this person almost couldn't handle that at that time. And so there had to be that breaking the bond. And now there's the dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, find out and change, things coming to light and healing. And so you leaving made them realize this about themselves. So let's see what the shadow aspect is here. Ruins, things you no longer need are falling away to make room for the love you deserve. Yeah, so things are falling away for them right now so that they can come in from this place of love and light for you. That's why they want to reach out to you, but they are afraid that you're going to reject them. And it's ultimately up to you whether you do or not, right? So I'm going to check out this card. I do have to look at it off camera, though, to make sure it's appropriate. Okay, yeah, so we have Space Time Weaver. Look at this with the mushroom up here. Or no, that's a jellyfish. Yeah, that's a jellyfish. She has looks like a budding flower here. She's got her hands in a mantra. This is a beautiful card. So let's see what this says. PQRS. Okay. Space Time Weaver. Yeah, I already know. It says, today life woke me up from a great slumber. A lethargy of dark and cold times that were in fact perfect, and allowed the light that inhabits the very moment to shine brighter. I take off the archaic mask. I observe all the judgments I make and all things I didn't give myself. I stop labeling my emotions as good or bad. With newfound awareness, I embrace the fact that emotions simply are. They are natural expressions of an inner reality, of a need. I now look at my life as a living fabric with its patterns, figures, and colors. I appreciate the beauty and the subtle piece of art that I have been creating. I incorporate new and diverse colors into my fabric. I integrate in me what I previously separated, thus allowing my wings to open. I embrace my variety, loving myself and feeling proud of myself. Tenderness. I allow what is happening to me to flow and tenderly embrace the complexity of my emotions. Looking at my path differently means being gentle with myself. It requires understanding, giving in sometimes, and rethinking the most beautiful imagination. I'm rooted in the certainty that there is still much love to be lived. Yeah, so they're just opening up to this love, but you're the one that created that space for them to even be able to come into that because you chose that for yourself. And so a big portion of the reason why is because you helped them on their healing journey and in a very profound way. Like, this is a very sweet energy that wants to reach out to you. They're very, very kind and generous, and they really realize what they did wrong. And I do feel like this person's going to come in with an explanation and apology eventually. Not tomorrow, not today, not next week, but eventually they will come in with an apology, okay? So if you feel like this is your reading, leave a little butterfly emoji down below and say, I shine like the light being that I am, and I evolve to my highest good. So you let Source know that you're ready to receive that higher vibrational energy. Leave me a thumbs up down below. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, pile number 2, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this golden obsidian right here, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, this is going to be your reading on who wants to secretly contact you. First, I do just want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to support the channel, to be a part of this amazing and ever-growing tribe. I'm so honored to have you all here. And for those of you that are new, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience, and that this is a safe space for you to come as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. These are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing down below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all the links necessary below in the description box in order to do so. You can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information from there. You can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I really do hope to see you over there. If you're interested in becoming a member, you'll find a join button down below where the subscribe button is or used to be. When you click on that, it will show you the 3 levels I have available, as well as the options that come with each level. You're looking at personalized emojis that you get to use, personalized badges that show up next to your name, membership shoutouts, membership only posts and polls where you'll get to help determine future pick-a-cards for the channel. And there's also 2 options that come with early access to pick-a-card readings, as well as 1 option that comes with membership only readings. And I hope that you find something that works for you, and if not, thank you for your continued support here. And as for that, let's go ahead and get into it and find out who wants to secretly contact pile number 3 source. What can you tell us about this person? Who wants to secretly contact pile number 3 source? Who wants to secretly contact pile number 3? What would you like to say here? Okay, so we've got 9th house energy, Saturn, and Aquarius energy. Okay, I just heard a friend of a friend of a friend. That came in so loud. Okay, that's funny. And I might trip over my words today. If you didn't catch the intro, I'm not going to go back explaining as to why. You can definitely catch the intro to find out why. So I just ask for your patience today with me. Yeah, it's just been a week for me. So, yeah, we've got someone who is a friend of a friend of a friend, apparently here coming in. They are someone who is very outgoing, friendly, very unusual. Could be an inventor, scientist, could be someone you met online through social media, or if you have a platform excuse me, a platform that you use. This is someone who could travel quite a bit or is at a distance from you. This is someone who could be highly religious, or they could just be a very, very big philosopher. This is someone who could be in a higher education, a lawyer. They could be into understanding dreams or studying dreams and psychological aspect that they play in our lives. This is someone who could be in divination. This is a person who's very wise. They're very artistic, and they like to experience other cultures, right? This is someone who loves to learn, okay? This is someone who is progressive and innovative. They're always forward thinking. They think about the future and what that plays a part in their life. This is someone who's very humanitarian. Like, they are very of service to the people. They're very ambitious. They're very logical. This is someone who likes to use technology to their advantage. This is someone who could be a friendship that you have. But again, when I heard that friend of a friend of a friend, this could very well be someone that's a friend of yours through a friend. Okay? This is someone who is very disciplined. They are very foundational. I mean, ambition keeps coming up so much here. They're very responsible. This is someone who is authority figure. They could be highly dominant in the divine masculine energy. This is someone who does like tradition as well as unconventional. So it does seem like a little bit of a paradox, but they do enjoy that. So they'll tell you what they like that's traditional, but they'll also tell you what they like that's untraditional. And so this is someone who's just very different. I feel like they look very different. They act very different. They're just very unique, and they stand out very much so in all things that they do. So we're going to go ahead and grab some more and find out with the tarot. We are going to get information as to why they want to reach out to you, as well as who they are. I'm not going to do descriptions today because I don't have access to my description bag. So I apologize. I just did not get it out. And yeah, there's a story to that too, but it's not worth going into right now. So yeah, it's just not going to happen today. So I apologize for that, but we'll see what's going on. So source, who wants to secretly contact pile number 3? Who wants to secretly contact pile number 3, source? What would you like to tell us? Who would secretly like to contact pile number 3? And can you please tell us also why? Who would like to secretly contact pile number 3? So this is someone who's very highly attracted to you. Very sexually attracted to you. They think you are the bee's knees. Okay. So who would like to secretly contact pile number 3, source? All right, thank you. Who would like to secretly contact pile number 3, source? What messages do you have for us? Who would like to secretly contact pile number 3? Okay. Yeah, I want that 1 second. All right. Who would like to secretly contact pile number 3, source? Who would like to secretly? Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands. Yeah, so someone who's definitely just always looking to the future, right? Someone who's overcome a lot. This is someone who has a lot of different things that they can do, like options, yes, but just a lot of different opportunities is more or less the energy that's coming through. They always have opportunities available to them. Yeah, like we have the 3 of Swords here. We have the Devil coming out. This is someone who works a lot. This is someone who could be a Capricorn. This could be a workaholic, to be honest with you, but it does feel like there's some sort of divine intervention here with the 3 of Swords coming in. It's like Source coming in and saying, okay, it's time for you to move away from this energy and feeling like defeated on the spiritual aspect. This is someone who's very, very 3D oriented. Okay. Yeah. And they want to help them let go of being so work oriented all the time. Like, I feel like that's why they haven't reached out to you in the past, because they get sidetracked. Okay. Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Ace of Swords. Interesting already. We have the Lover. Okay. And we have that clarifying. No. You got 3 aces on your reading. That is in. Okay, we're going to try this again. I have, for the first time ever, actually ran out of space on my device. And so I had to go and delete some stuff so that I could keep recording. Because I was like, what is going on? It kept saying capture image, capture image. And I couldn't do anything. So I had to do that really quick. But I don't know if you heard me say, like, I only had one other reading that I've ever done in the whole of my doing readings that I actually had 3 aces come out on the reading, and that's so crazy. We've got 3 aces coming out here, and we do have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Coins in the reverse, and the Ace of Coins is clarifying the Lover. And it's so interesting because isn't that what I said? This person's very materialistic, like they're very much in the 3D realm, in the material world. And that's something that has really weighed on them. And that's what's made a lot of their decisions, especially with the Ace of Coins clarifying the Lover here. It's just showing that most of their decisions have been based on lust and greed. You know, Ace of Coins in the reverse talks about greed. It talks about going towards money and not caring how you get it, just wanting to have it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be money, but it could just be any kind of like worldly things. Here, this person has definitely chased after in their life, and that's been a huge reason as to why they haven't come forward, because they feel like you're on a more spiritual path. And also they had some broken hearts that they've had to deal with here with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. A lot of disappointment in love and failure in love, it feels like. And so you have actually provided them some sense of clarity here that they want to move forward with, like finding that balance between the emotional and the thought process, like the masculine and the feminine. Understanding that it's okay to come into this balance and to see life and to make decisions that are based more in our intuition and our heart-centered, rather than making these very physical based decisions. Okay. And so why they want to come towards you is because they're finding that they actually really do care about you a lot, and that they're very attracted to you. And that's something that's really showing here. You know, they really have a strong attraction to you, but they're also being led down a different journey, because it's like I was saying earlier, they could be very much a workaholic, and being a workaholic, it's like Source is trying to pull them away with the 3 of Swords here, that divine intervention. We're trying to pull you back towards coming into this balance of knowing what's good for you and what's not good for you here. And I feel like the reason they've poured themselves into work here has been because of a broken heart, or, you know, like a failed relationship. And so with Saturn, you know, you see that with Saturn too, someone who works extremely hard, like they pour into their work, they pour into their job, they pour into everything else because they don't want to feel the emotional aspect of it. And so here you see you have been the true sword of direction in their life, where they see, okay, it doesn't always have to be about my broken heart. It doesn't always have to be about either finances either. I can really come into this place and open up and be vulnerable and come from my, you know, heart, and see that it's okay to live from there. It's been very scary for them though. And like I said, this person could be someone that's online, like you could know them through online means, but I was getting that message very strongly at the beginning that it's a friend of a friend of a friend. So it's like someone kind of like that you have indirect contact with, but someone that is still very interested in you as well. So let's go ahead and get some oracles out on it and find out what comes through. So Source, can you tell us a little bit more about who wants to secretly contact pile number 3? And if you've been watching all 3 piles, you know, I always dedicate the purple heart to those of you that stick with me for all 3 piles. Please leave a purple heart down below and say I made it. I know who you are. For those of you that give me that energy, I truly do appreciate it. So Source, what else would you like to say here for pile number 3? What other messages do you have here? Okay. So on the bottom, yeah, we have South Node energy with destined to release. Like this is someone who's destined to release that type of energy. They're not meant to be a workaholic anymore. Like, this is someone who's meant to let that go and recognize that there are other aspects of life that are worth enjoying, rather than being someone that just pours into work all the time, you know? Like, I've been there too. Like, when you just do, all you do is work and work and work and work, like, you don't have time to enjoy life. And it's not that you have to give up everything about work, but it is important to make space and time for the small things in life, because sometimes those matter far more than the money and the success that you have in life, right? So let's get a love oracle out here for you for pile 3. Source, may you please have a love oracle here. Why does this person secretly want to contact pile number 3? What would you like to share here with us? Okay, so you're going to get 2 of those. They wanted to come out. On the bottom, yeah, we have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So I feel like you've taught this person to slow down. Like, they were just in a very big rush to get somewhere. It's like going nowhere fast. Like, that's the type of energy here. So we have House 11, which is Aquarius energy here. Friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. So again, this confirmation here that this is someone that you know through a friend group, right? This is like someone that I feel like you know indirectly, but they definitely know who you are. And then we have Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus here again with Capricorn energy, persistence, patience, and practicality. So there's something about patience here. It's like, while they want to reach out to you, it is going to be some time yet before they do reach out to you, because they're learning some very valuable lessons on their own right now, okay? And I don't feel like this person actually has hurt you or done anything wrong to you. I actually don't feel like this person's had a whole lot of interaction with you face to face. I feel like this person just had one interaction, maybe 2. They were so inspired by you. They were very attracted to you, and they've done their best to kind of like media stalk you and learn as much as they can from you. So we have number 33 and your pile number 3. Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. And that's what they're doing right now. They're really appreciating the fact that they've met you, and they're trying to learn how to grow and find that internal love. Look, and we have receive with love and appreciation. These 2 cards are very similar. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So they're very grateful they met you. Like, every day. Look, and it's 33 and 34. They came out together. Look at that. So synchronistic. So they're making strides here. Look, and look at this. It's like you're helping them. Look at these images. They're like facing each other. They both have something in their hands. Like, you're teaching them. It's like you've learned how to grow through gratitude and finding, you know, balance on your own. And you're teaching them, and they still feel very new to that journey. Right? So I feel like they want to reach out to you because, yes, they are very attracted to you, but I feel like more than anything, they want to tell you how much they appreciate you for being who you are. Like, this is someone who just, like, if they had a chance to, they just, like, kind of like fangirl on you. Like, oh my God, it's pile 3. Like, they would definitely do that. Yeah, they're learning how to ground this into their reality right now. Like, they're really learning how to ground this. Let's get some more. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what we got. Come on, source. Can I please have another one? Thank you very much. We have the cow spirit on the bottom with the miracles are endless. Yeah. This is amazing. It's a very lovely energy. Yeah, perspective. You've helped them change their perspective. Like, this is why they want to secretly contact you, is because you've inspired them to change a whole lot in their lives. You've helped them to become more authentic because you're so authentic. You've helped them to speak a deep truth. Look, and then look. Oh my gosh, I just said that. I didn't even know what this card was. And we have truth transcends illusion with number 22. Whoa. Whoa. That came in so strong. Okay. So let's get some love oracles on here and see if we can kind of get a deeper reason as to why this person wants to reach out to you. So, source, why does this person want to reach out to pile 3? Why? Okay, thank you. They want one more. Pile 1. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to take these that flipped over, but we'll look at them. We have old school, outdated thinking. We have addiction, codependent, obsession, restraint. And we have twin flame. Yeah, the yin to the yang. Imbalance, union, duality, and complement, polar opposites. So this could be a twin flame that you might not know about. Like, okay, for those of you that you're not sure what that is, that's fine. Please don't go down that rabbit hole. Okay. And I'm just saying, like, they're just showing that it's a soulmate. This is someone who is a soulmate in your life. Let's see what the shadow aspect of this situation is, source. Thank you. On the bottom, blind spot, caught up in a whirlwind. You can't see what's really going on. Ask a trusted friend for advice. Friend keeps showing up. This is the only card that talks about asking a friend for advice in this deck. And that's intriguing that it would come up here. So this is definitely a friend for a friend, but you came in and you took them by surprise. Like, you really took them by surprise. Let's look at the shadow aspect first. Burned. You've been hurt before, so it's hard for you to trust, let someone in and love again. And that's what you're helping them do. And that's what they're trying to learn how to do. But it's been a journey, right? So why they want to reach out to you. We have cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression and arriving. So they're letting go of this energy here. And that's why they want to reach out to you. I mean, I feel like they hope something would go further with this, but they're also in this place of just like, I just want to show pile 3 how much I appreciate them. Camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, and perception, perspective, right? Yeah, exactly. Like how much you've inspired them to change the way they see things. And then we have mirror. Yeah, mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, and inner wounds. This makes total sense because it's like you set up the mirror for them. You healed yourself. You're the one that went through the journey first, and you gave that permission for them to do it as well. And so now they're just kind of like, that's totally why I want to connect with pile number 3. But I feel like it's secret because they're over here thinking like, you don't even know I exist. Like, you don't know who I am. Like I'm going to be dropping into your DMs and you're like, who is this person? Like, what is happening? But I do feel like they really feel a deep connection to you. Like, they're like, feel like you have mirrored lives. They feel like you have very parallel realities. Like you understand each other. They understand you. They understand why you do a lot of the things that you do. You've helped them understand why they do a lot of the things that they do. And it's just been a huge journey for them. And, you know, like I said, I just feel like this is somebody who's a fan of yours. Like they're really a fan. And whether it's a love interest or not, yes, they are attracted to you. Absolutely. But it's more than that for them. It's like, if I ever get a chance to meet pile 3, like I keep getting that energy, like I'm totally going to fangirl on them. Like I'm going to go crazy and ask to take their picture and ask for their autograph. Like, I don't care because that's how much you've impacted their life. It's just been a very unique journey for them. So let's go ahead and look at your oracle card here and we'll read this from the book. Oh, my apologies. I actually need to look at this off camera. I was totally going to flip that over, but some of these cards are very inappropriate. Okay. Wow, we're good. And that's why, because look at this energy. So glad that was black. Do you see this again, this mirroring aspect? Right, you have the divine masculine and the divine feminine here, and it's like you're opening each other's third eye. There's like this crown connection here. It's like you are connected to the divine. You're helping them open up to their consciousness. Like that's a very powerful thing, right? Overall, a supremely powerful reading. But let's read this out of the book. Here we go. Is it 1 page or 2? Some of these are very different from one another. So here we go. Consciousness says, I am face to face with myself. We have the mirror here. I am consciousness about what I am conscious about what is running through my mind? Do I truly realize the words coming out of my mouth? Can I observe the character I have become and be at peace with my actions? There are shadows within me. I integrate and illuminate them day by day because there, in that darkness, is where the most sought after treasure is hidden. Those unconscious masks only damage me. My own shadow has caused me hard times, leaving my heart and my mind blind. And we had the blind spot come out over there to see the most beautiful things of life. I have been contaminated and no one is responsible but me. It is time to come clean, empty, accept, and forgive myself. I understand that not only do I have my stories, but that I embody them and have become them. Integrate. I accept. I take over. I take responsibility for my actions. I open up the darkness by incorporating it as it was, as it is. I leave behind the judgments about me. I am grateful for this opportunity. And I embrace what I choose to be now. Yeah, so this is just confirming exactly what I was feeling, like you've shown them how to become a better version of themselves. And that's why it's like this person just wants to reach out to you and tell you that they want to show you how much you've changed them by just being who you are and sharing your journey wherever it is that you share it, you know, whether that's just glimpses of it here and there on social media, or if you are someone who has a platform that you share that on. Like, this person really feels like you mirror each other in such a profound way. And without you, they don't know if their perspective would have changed, or if they would have just stayed in this energy of being hurt so badly that they would have never loved ever again. And you're the reason that they began to love again. And so they're just really, really appreciative of that. Like, I love this mirrored energy that's come out throughout the whole reading. I mean, these two cards are absolutely profound. You got mirror, but then you have these two cards which look identical, right? And then you have this card, which is two identical beings on the card. So very, very, very beautiful reading for you, pile number 3. I love this. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little wolf emoji down below and say, because I'm authentic and true to myself, I leave space for others to do the same. And leave me a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, though, and get on out of here. I do just want to take a quick minute, though, to thank your guide, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this absolutely amazing reading. And until next time, pile number 3, stay human. Bye.